Um, the human body is composed of specialized cells. You have muscle cells, you have pneumocytes, you have bone cells, and you have neurons. In this video, I'm going to talk about the neurons and neuroglia, the two types of cells in the central nervous system. And when I say central nervous system, I mean brain plus spinal cord. And when I say nervous system, I mean central nervous system plus peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system is made up of different types of cells. You have neurons and you have glial cells. These glial cells are the majority. We are going to talk about them. But first, let me concentrate on the neurons. When you look at the neuron, you just come. Neuron is something similar to what I'm drawing. Something roughly like this. These projections here are called dendrocytes. There are a lot of them, dendrocytes here. And this one is the cell body, or soma. This one here is called the initial segment. Of course, the whole structure is a neuron. And this long projection is called axon. This starting from here up to there, this is an axon. And these are the nerve endings. This place is where a lot of neurotransmitters are released. These are synaptic nodes. And when you look at this, there is what they call myelin sheath. These ones here are myelin sheaths. They are made up of cells called Schwann cells. Schwann cells. Schwann cells. And this one here is called knot of Renberg. Knot of Renberg. This is how a neuron, the whole thing, the whole structure is called neuron. It's a very important cell in our central nervous system. This is the neuron, is an excitable tissue. A lot of electricity occurs inside this cell body, and is the reason why I'm talking today, maybe, and why you are thinking, why you are doing this and that. It is a very important cell in our bodies. The other group of cells are called glial cells. When you look at the neurons, they say they are probably, these neurons in our brains, they are probably in billions. Some are saying they are in 100 billions. And when we come back here to the glial cells, they are more than neurons, a lot of them. And we are going to talk about these glial cells. Sometimes they are called neuroglia. Neuroglia. They are of different types. You have microglia. You have oligodendrogliocytes. Oligodendrogliocytes. You have astrocytes. And you have plasminocytes. Astrocytes are many. You have fibrous astrocytes. Let us see how one of these gliocytes looks. Supposing I'm talking about, for example, oligodendrocytes. It's something looking like that, with projections. You can observe here, what you are seeing here, these projections are sometimes filaments. When you look at microgliocytes, it's something like a tree like that, something like a tree. Something like a tree like that. This is microgliocytes. Microglia, I mean, microglia. And when you look at what they call fibrous astrocytes, for example, fibrous astrocytes, it looks like something like this. Let us say this is the cell body, and you have filaments, a lot of filaments coming out from the cell body. And this is the cell nucleus. And one of these filaments is attached to a blood vessel, for example. It is attached to the blood vessel. The microglia, for example, their function in the central nervous system is they are looking like phagocytes. They clear out the debris of the dead cells, neurons, whatever. And these microglia probably they originate from the bone marrow, and they migrate into the central nervous system through the blood vessels. So one of the functions of glial cells is to support the neuron, and the other function is to feed the neurons so that the neurons do not die. And the fibrous astrocyte, for example, secretes proteins that play a role in neuronal development. So basically, the function of microgliocytes is support and protection of the central nervous system so that it performs efficiently in our body. I think this is a little bit of I think I wanted to share with you this morning. Thank you very much.